Hi, a peek into Eswatini family. My name is Nombusim Tetwa and I am your host. We are still on the business sector where we learn how to create and sustain a business as well as the challenges one may face when creating a business. We are on our 6th episode and with us today we have Precious Matsebula. She is into crotcheting and baking. We are doing things a little bit different today. We have a sign language interpreter who goes by the name Samgelo. Let's head back to the studio where Jade will be conducting this beautiful interview.
Hello, Sanbonani, and welcome back to another episode of A Peek into Eswatini. Thank you so much for the intro, Nambusi. And just like she has said, we do have Maga Precious Matsebula in the studio with us today. Maga Precious, how are you doing today?
Hey, Sissy, I'm good. I'm doing good. Yes.
That's great. So could you kindly give us a brief introduction as to who you are?
Hello, everyone. My name is Precious Matsebula, and I'm from Luve, Egutimleni. I'm doing crochet and I'm baking.
Wow, that's nice. So how did you get started with crocheting?
I started crocheting in October of 2023.
Oh.
And I started doing it. I was doing another group. I joined another group of widows where they were learning about it, and I was there. I was leading it, by the way. So I also learned it, and I thought in my area that they would also need crocheting. So I started doing it from there.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yes.
So what made you decide to turn your crocheting into a business?
I'm a person who loves business a lot. I'm a business lady. Wherever there is an opportunity, I take it. So wherever I go, I just look at my needs of my community, then I start doing it. So I also chose to do it because I felt like there is a need of crochet in my area.
That's nice. You also mentioned baking. When did that start about?
I started doing that in November 2022. It was about being on holidays. So I said, oh, okay, let me do this. Let me try doing this because, as I've just said, I always take opportunities. So when it's holiday times, people, they like doing different things. So I felt like if I can start this, maybe I can do it because I'm always good. Whenever I start doing something, I do very good. And I felt like I can do it. Then I started doing it until now. I am doing it part-time.
Wow, that's nice. Yes. So, since both of these businesses of yours are new, what challenges have you faced and how did you overcome them?
I think the most challenges that I'm facing is that I don't have a marketplace where I just go and sell my products, but I just sell randomly. So it is a challenge because sometimes you have to wait for orders. If there is no order, it means you don't do anything. So that's the biggest challenge for me. But I think if I can, I've not overcome them yet because I still don't have the marketplace for now. So of which I just do it whenever there is an order. If there is no order, I don't do it. So that is my biggest challenge for now. And I'm trying by all means to pray for that because I'm a prayerful person. I'm trying by all means to pray for that, for a better solution for my businesses. So yeah, I'm in a praying process for now.
Yes. We wish you all the best as you're praying.
Yeah.
So what kind of crochet products do you specialize in?
I usually crochet bags, fashionable bags for ladies, and I also crochet hats. That one is new, but I am doing it very well. It's bucket hats and pennies. I think I love it a lot because it is on demand. Right now, we are in a winter season whereby they will be cold and stuff.
Yeah,
so
true.
I'll be helping them like in providing their needs. Yeah, for the season. So I'm on it as well.
So when it comes to making these bags and hats, do you design your own patterns or do you use existing ones?
I usually design my own. What I do, I go for online lessons where I just teach myself through online lessons. I learn a lot from what I've learned from the first time when I do crocheting, but now I'm growing in different ways because whenever I learn on how to do something, I just try by all means to extend that thing. So I am doing different designs and they are very good.
That's very that's very nice. I love that you utilize online learning to further yourself.
Yes.
So with the baking part of the business, what kind of products do you specialize in?
On baking, I'm baking scones.
Oh,
I'm usually baking scones most of the time, and they are delicious.
mm.
Whenever you taste one, you will need more. I promise you. So yeah, you can try one from Precious. They are very good. I do scones, and it's also part time, as I've just said.
Uh-huh.
Whenever there is an order, I do 2 liters, 5 liters, 10 liters, and 20 liters. Whenever you need them, you just contact me and I'll just deliver on your own time.
Right.
Yes.
So crocheting and baking, those are two very different things. So how do you balance them out? Like, does it ever happen that you get two orders from the two different businesses that you do at the
It
same
does.
time?
It does happen a lot. And what I did at home, I tried to teach one of my sisters-in-law,
Oh, okay.
the crocheting bags, the
Mhm.
crocheting of bags. And whenever I have these two at the same time, I also try and reach out to her and ask her to come and help me, and she will do the crocheting part, and I also continue with the baking part. Otherwise, they are very different, but I'm trying by all means to balance it. Well,
Okay. All
yes.
right. So what's your typical process for creating a new product in crocheting?
What I usually do, as I've just said, I use the online tutorials most of the time because, yes, I learned the basic part of crocheting from that group. But then for me to expand or extend from this crocheting part, I have to do more of, I have to get more lessons on that. So whenever I do it, I'll go to the online lessons and learn, have my time and learn very well. Then I'll try those new things and see if it works. And sometimes it needs more patience, as I've just said. And my foundational scripture for that, it's James 1:2-4, where it says you have to count it all joy when you come all over troubles in life, because they provide or they produce perseverance, which will make the work to be enough, not to lack anything. So whenever I do something, I just give my time to that thing. I focus, like you need to focus. When you are doing crocheting, you need to focus, because one mistake, you have to start over again. Like you have to start fresh every time. So I just give myself to that thing. Whenever I do thing, I just give myself to that. I focus. I take my time. You don't rush. You do it with love and patience, so to get good results.
Mm-hmm. So do you yourself offer crochet tutorials?
I would say I do, because I've just said I've taught one of my sisters in law, and she's good on it. So I count on me as well. So I said, okay, I'm a good teacher for this. Yeah, I can do it. I can do it. I can teach anyone who loves to crochet. I'm available for that.
That's nice. So since you're available, can we see, do you see yourself opening up a studio of some sorts in the future to teach people to crochet?
I do see myself as a larger businesswoman, like having a factory where I can have my employees. As we know that in our country we have a problem of unemployment, and I think I have a feeling whereby I can be an owner of a factory to hire people and come and do this with love as I do it, so that they can also sustain their families. Because the main goal for me, it is just to sustain my family, looking from where I am coming from, like looking from my great background. I feel like there is a need of me doing any change in people's life, not just in my family alone. So,
Yeah, true. So before crocheting and baking, have you always been into business?
yes, Sissy, I've been into business since in 2018, where I was selling perfumes. I was stocking perfumes in town and sell them to my area, like to my community. I was selling clothes. I was going out to Durban and buy and stock clothes and come back and sell to people. So I did that before crocheting and baking. Because from there, I was single, by the way. So I was staying in another area. So I look for the needs in that area down in Sogo. So I was providing those needs for those people because they are far from town. So I was bringing those things closer to them so that they can buy.
Right. Do you still do those, or you left it after doing crocheting?
I left those ones because now I've changed to a new area since I am married now. So I had to also allocate what is new, what are the needs that they need here. Because now where I'm staying, it's very close to town. So I cannot provide something that they can be able to find in town. So I try to find something that can be different and that I can provide for my community now. So I got the crochet and baking and I'm into it.
Right. So, from this whole conversation that we had, you seem to be someone who is very observant and always looking for opportunities. So, how do you balance that side of you and your family life?
What I can say, being a business person, you just need to sacrifice. It's all about sacrifice. Like sacrifice your time. Whenever you have, like, there is nothing like you don't have time in life. Like you can create any time. Like utilize your time. Whenever you get even a minute, just do something. Like in my high school, I remember very well. One of my teachers used to say, when you are a person, you need to make a 50 rand per day. Don't just uh, live a day without making any 50 rand. Just make something, do something. Even if we are working, I like just like me, I am saving in my in other communities, but then I also have a family at home. But I told myself like I wanna sacrifice to bring change into my family. Like I have to use every time that I get. So I have family time, I have business time, I have saving time.
Yeah.
That's who I am. I'm just a person who is very busy every time. Like you just need to schedule, know what you want to do, when, and put it down and see how can it work for you. So just do that and see if your life will just be like that every time. That's where you will find change. Whenever you want to do something, make sure that you discuss to yourself. Just discuss to yourself, what do you really want to do? Like, what do you really want to achieve in life? Once you get that, you will be able to find a way to do something.
That's very, very inspiring. So, in the first part of the interview, you mentioned a widow's program that you attended where you learned crocheting. Could you tell us a little bit about this program?
So a widow program is it's one of my dreams. Like I felt like the Lord has called me to lead a widow program. So I started doing it last year in 2023, October, where I had a first group in one of the communities that I served under. So I asked 18 ladies they came to attend to this program whereby I was just uplifting their souls because when you are a widow in Swaziland, you tend to go through tough times whereby you have nobody who loves you like your husband and the family will sometimes be against that widow. So I felt like there is a need of having a person who walk along with these people and give them new hope because I also lost my father in 2010. So I felt like my mom went through a lot. And I felt like if I had this, if I was this speaker, I'll be able to help her and uplift her soul as well. So I felt like, okay, let me just try and bring widows together. And I also write up a planned lessons whereby we are teaching them on repositioning their lives and also they learn on new skills, anything that they will have to learn just to make a living, whereby they will make money and be able to meet their family's needs. And they are also learning on giving lesson like we're trying to encourage each and everybody in that groups that you can give. Like there is no need for you to have money to give, but from the things that you are having around you, you can have something to give somebody, and that can change their lives as well. So that's what they are learning there, and they are learning parental skills, where they are learning on how to raise a kid alone now, because now they are living alone, and we're trying to make it clear for them on how they can do their families better in raising their kids. So that's what we do on Widows program, and we've already done 2 groups, and we are on to a third group, and we are hoping it will be successful as well.
So the Widows program, it really sounds like a very great initiative, and it is obviously a lot of work. So how did you actually like get started with like setting up the team and getting funds and all of those things?
Okay, so with that, I am serving under an organization which is called Adventures in Missions Eswatini. So I, as a person who have the passion to do that, I tried by all means to talk about it to my organization, and they seems to like it, and they sponsored me in, like, they sponsored the program to happen. So now it is happening because of their presence in my life, of which I really appreciate that, because I think it's a huge step for me to go on in everything that I would love to do. It is just a better start, and I love it a lot.
Wow, that's great. So if I wanted to be part of this program, like, is it a paid program or is it free?
It is not a paid program. It is just something that is given to the different communities that I am serving under. So all those communities down in Ululi, they are blessed to have this opportunity to join, like all the widows. Anyone who love to join, they are just all welcome to come in and register, and then they will just go through this program.
So is this program only available in Ngolweni for now?
For now, it is available for only 6K points. Like we have 6K points that I am a part of them. Like I'm a coordinator in these 6K points. So we are just doing it on these 6K points only for now, until further notice. Yeah.
So, Margaret Precious, you seem to be a very busy woman with the crocheting, baking, and the widows program. So, if people out there wanted to get in touch with you, how would they do that?
They can get me from my contact, where it is +268 7997 6255. And they can also get me from Facebook. My Facebook account, it's Precious Mnguni with an E at the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I see that you brought a bag, which I'm pretty sure you've made. Could you take us through the bag just a little bit?
Yes, this is one of them. This is the bags that I make. It's one of the designs that I make. I usually make different sizes of bags and different kinds of bags. We also have handbags and sling bags. So you just contact me for any design that you would love to have, and I make it for you.
You're right.
Yes.
So we have come to the conclusion of this interview. Do you have any final words for the people out there?
What I can just say to our young people out there, I can just say, just try by all means to find what you have around you and utilize that. Everybody have something in their homes. Like, try and think about different things to do, to make something out of it. Just do anything. As for me, like, I'm a permaculturalist person. Like, I love permaculture a lot. So wherever I do things, like, I use a holistic approach. Like, I use everything that I have trying to make a living. So you can just try to allocate what do you have. Like, now what do you have? It's not all about money. It's not all about having money. You can change something from being scrap and do it a more valuable something. So try by all means and find out what you have and use that to be a final product.
Yeah, those are very inspiring words. And thank you so much for making the time to come to this interview. We really appreciate it. And that is all we have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Over to you, Nombusi.
Thank you so much, Maggie Precious, for coming into the studio, for sharing with us your journey of how you went about into starting the business of crotcheting and baking. You know, what stood out the most for me today was the Widow program. I just love how you help them obtain a skill that may help them make a living out of it, as well as the support group that you have for them, you know, for people that have lost their husbands, to just make them feel like they are still a part of a society. To our first time viewers, please do hit the subscribe button, like and comment. Also follow us on our Instagram and Facebook page. This is me signing out. May God bless all of you.